Today is Short Story Day. In United States, it is a day to appreciate the short stories told from the beginning of time to our digital age. In the spirit of Christmas, we are here to share with you a story published in 1844, same day as today, the 21st of December. It's called The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen of Denmark. The Snow Queen is a story about hope and redemption, the struggle between good and evil, experienced by two children, Gerda and Kai. They grew up together as neighbors. They were the best of playmates in the window box garden. One day, Kai's heart and eyes were filled with the splinters of the troll mirror created by an evil troll. Evil enveloped him so much that everything around him became bad and ugly. He even took an axe and smashed away everything in the window box garden. His heart immediately went cold for Gerda and his grandmother who raised him. One winter day in the market square, Kai was attracted to a white sleigh carriage. He walked towards it, touching and feeling it. A woman wearing a fur coat was at the carriage driver's seat. No one in town had seen her before. She kissed him twice, got him to sit with her, and they rode off. That woman was the Snow Queen, the queen of snowflakes. And she was taking him to her palace to fulfill one task for her, to spell a word that would save his life before she gave him the last kiss of death. Gerda was heartbroken. She went everywhere to look for Kai. Everyone told her that he had drowned in the river, but she never gave up. Finally, the spirit of the river told her softly that Kai was still alive. It carried her away in a little boat to the Snow Queen's palace. Gerda was faced with all the temptations to give up. The old sorceress with the beautiful garden of summer who tried to make her stay. The chatty flowers in that garden telling their own stories. The crow who misled her to a princess palace. Just after she left the princess palace in the coach, she was captured by robbers. And there in the robber's castle, even under the watchful eyes of the robber maiden, Gerda found her answer from the maiden's doves and a captured reindeer. Out of compassion, the robber maiden freed her and allowed her to go with the reindeer to the Snow Queen's palace. Along the way, they met two witches. They had no solutions to offer. They said the only way Gerda could save Kai was a pure and innocent heart. As they arrived at the gates of the Snow Queen's palace, Gerda was stopped by snowflakes guarding it. She was wearing only a summer dress and barefooted. She knelt down and prayed in all her earnestness. Droplets of her breath crystallized into shapes of angels. They resisted the snowflakes and paved a path for her to enter the palace. And there on the frozen lake, Kai stood, almost immobile, cold, unfeeling. Sadness overwhelmed Gerda. She walked quickly and called, "Kai! Kai!" He could not see her with his dark sunken eyes. He was busily moving one block of ice to another, deep in thought, forming numbers and words for the Snow Queen. Gerda couldn't believe he had changed so much. She was overwhelmed. She walked closer to him and cried, "Kai, where are you? Do you know me?" A heavy gust of wind blew her tears into his face. The tears burnt away the frost on his face and the troll mirror splinter on him. Kai stared at the familiar figure in front of him. "Gerda, Gerda," he mumbled, visibly moved. They ran towards each other and embraced, crying, dancing with joy at the same time. His tears fell onto the ice blocks at his feet. In one sweep, the blocks revealed that word of life, eternity, and he was finally free to go. As they went back to their own world to reunite with Kai's grandmother, they looked at each other with more surprise. They had already grown up as adults. It took them almost a lifetime to find each other. Behind every fairy tale is a story of how we experience the world. The story of Snow Queen reminds us that we are not perfect. There are times when we were misled to the dark side of life. We make mistakes that destroy the goodness within us, our relationships, and even human lives. There are times when we got carried away by distractions, until we are redeemed by someone who continues to believe the goodness in us, like Gerda believing in Kai. And above all, this short story is about the power of love. How love can help a girl who doesn't know the ways of the world to overcome her obstacles and the lack of faith from people around her to save her friend's life. After watching our video, take time to reflect on the short stories that you have experienced. Share them with your children and grandchildren. This is the magic of storytelling. Tomorrow, we are going back to the subject of food. What is nutty, grainy, and filled with natural goodness of rustic baking? Watch our video story in Storiesthatmatter group to find out. Enjoy your night.